Opening night. April 18, 2008. McCullum scores 158. RCB bowled out for 82 at their own ground. The second most expensive franchise in the IPL humiliated in front of their own fans, the BCCI, the ICC, Bollywood celebrities, and the entire cricket world watching on television. Vijay Mallya, the flamboyant billionaire who had paid $111.6 million for this team, watched every ball of that. And he was furious. What followed over the next 3 weeks inside RCB was messier than anything that happened on the field. Vijay Mallya had acquired the Bangalore franchise for $111.6 million, making it the second highest bid, just behind Mumbai Indians. He had paid big. He expected a winner. The squad was later described simply as a Test 11. RCB had gone big on players with experience, hoping they would adjust quickly to T20. The logic made sense on paper. Rahul Dravid, Jacques Kallis, Anil Kumble, Mark Boucher, Zaheer Khan, Dale Steyn, Wasim Jaffer. These were legends. Men who had played hundreds of international matches between them. But T20 cricket does not care about your test average. It cares about bat speed, improvisation, and the ability to hit sixes under pressure, and several of RCB's biggest names had built entire careers on the opposite of that. Mallya had a CEO in place, Charu Sharma, a well-known television presenter and former national diving champion, and it was Dravid and Sharma together who had led the player selection at the auction. Crucially, Mallya later said publicly that his biggest mistake had been to abstain from the player selection process himself. He had left it to Dravid and Sharma. And now, watching this squad get dismantled by McCullum, he deeply regretted it. 5 losses in the first 7 matches. RCB was second from bottom. The Chinnaswamy crowd, which had expected a home team worthy of their loyalty, was restless. After the 5th defeat, against Kings 11 Punjab at home, Mallya was extremely upset. He had a very serious chat with Sharma that evening, before being persuaded to go and give the team a small pep talk at a party that followed. The team was told he was still backing them. But it was clear a major decision was coming. The next afternoon, 3 hours before Sharma was due to board a flight to Kolkata for RCB's next match, he was called and told to leave. The franchise issued a press release saying Sharma had stepped down due to personal reasons. Sharma immediately contradicted this publicly. "I am not a quitter, especially when the chips are down." For details of why I was summarily dismissed 3 hours before I was to board a flight to Kolkata, please contact representatives of the company. There was one more detail that made this even harder. Sharma's father had died soon after the IPL started. He had taken the briefest of breaks at the time, and then gone straight back to work. Years later he described those days simply: "It was 4 days to a week of a really dark period. I worked harder than ever before in my life. Then to be treated the way I was, it was brutal. I was pretty upset and down for a while." Mallya did not stop at sacking his CEO. He went to the media and publicly criticized Rahul Dravid, his own captain, for the player selections at the auction. Senior players inside the team told journalists that the sacking was a knee-jerk reaction, and that the team was rattled by it. 7 matches were still left in the season. The implosion did not stop there. The chief cricketing officer of the franchise, former New Zealand captain Martin Crowe, also resigned. The coach Venkatesh Prasad was nearly removed too, but Dravid reportedly put his foot down and blocked it. All of this happening mid-season, while the players were still trying to win matches. ESPN Cricinfo described the whole episode at the time as bearing comparison with the unforgiving but glamorous world of English football, a sporting organization publicly tearing itself apart in full view of the cameras. RCB finished 7th in 2008. 4 wins from 14 matches. The second most expensive franchise in the IPL, assembling a squad labelled a Test 11, losing their CEO mid-tournament, their owner publicly blaming their captain, their cricketing director resigning. All in the very first season. Charu Sharma later reflected, "I like to believe that I was in the line of steam of a pressure cooker that was waiting to release." He is probably right. The pressure cooker was Vijay Mallya's ego meeting the reality of IPL cricket, and everyone around him felt the heat. And in the middle of all of it, a 19-year-old named Virat Kohli was quietly sitting in the dressing room, watching how not to run a cricket franchise, waiting for his moment. That moment would come. But that is a story for another day. Subscribe if you want more. Drop a comment below. See you in the next one.